this your first time with us here at the clinic? Okay, interesting. And you have an appointment, right? Right. Okay. I just, for some reason, I thought I didn't have anyone. Let's see here. Ah, that's right. Okay. So can I get you to verify your first and last and your date of birth for me? Thank you. Yeah. All right. Looks about right, and it's your first time with us, so if you don't mind answering some quick questions. How did you hear about us? Okay, interesting. And when is the last eye exam you received? Okay. Any allergies to anything in particular? Okay, I'd just like to check. And let's see here. Do you wear corrective lenses at all? Contacts, glasses? Okay, and if so, did you bring those with you? Okay. Interesting. So, do you by chance know your, what's it called? Your eye numbers? Do you have 20/20 vision? Okay, yes, of course, yeah. No. I'm trained in eye appointments. Yes, I do just want to get right to it, but one last thing, how will you be paying for this appointment today? Yes, this is, a budget clinic, of course, but we still do charge for our services, so I was just wondering, do you have health insurance, or? Of course, right, because why else? Okay, right, yeah, that makes sense, but, so out of pocket then? We can go over that. We can go over the numbers afterwards. That's all right. So let's get into the exam now, okay? Like that, we can worry about that later. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to start by sanitizing your eyeballs, eyelids, eyelashes. Okay, so I just have some saline spray here and some Q-tips. So keep your eyes wide open, please. And okay, and then we're just gonna kind of. Okay, and our other eye, I'm just gonna pull this lid back. Don't move. Okay, perfect. Fish one. Okay. Okay, so I'm assuming you're a frequent makeup wearer because I'm seeing a lot of build up under your eyelid, so this may require some additional cleaning throughout, just in case, we don't want any foreign objects getting in the way here. Oh, I don't think that was quite enough. Let's see. So let's see, we're gonna do some little circular motions. Okay, and then on this side, I'm gonna pull that one. Upper lid, lower lid. Okay, perfect. And then we'll do a dry one and kind of. Awesome. Okay, for our first test, we're going to start off with the classic letter eye chart thing. Okay, so, you know the drill. Can you read this top line, what this letter says? Yes, this one right here. Okay, and what about the second line? Very good in the third. Very good in the fourth line. 1, 2, 3, 4 letters. Can you read what those say? Okay, excellent. What about the fifth line? Can you read the fifth line here? The one that the one I'm pointing to with my pointer. Line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, excellent. And what about 6? Can you read down to 6? All right. Now just tell me, if I bounce you all the way down to 9, can you name even one letter? Just take your best guess. Okay, great. Okay, so for your reference, the answer was number 1 is E. Number 2 is F. Line number 3 says TAWS. Line number 4 is LAPED. Line number 5 is PECFD. And line number 6, this one's my favorite, is Edificazuba. Now, line number 7, 8, 9, I don't know, it's a mystery to me. Frankly, I don't know anyone who's ever been able to see those lines. So, yeah, I've been doing this for a while. Yeah, a while. Of course, yeah. So let me just jot down. Yeah, that was right. Okay, you did All right, so let's follow that up with some, again, a simple follow the light exercise. Things will get a little more complicated, a little bit more experimental as we go on, but we're just gonna start easy, okay? We'll start with something you're familiar with. All right, so got my little pen light here, okay? And I want you to just, with your eyes, carefully follow my light. Do not move your head. Ready? Begin. Good. Good. And what if I move it way back here? Excellent. Okay. Good. Yeah, I know it's kind of bright. Your eyes may water a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Very good. All right, let me try it. Okay. Now, I'd like you to do the same, except this time focus on my finger as the light moves around. Okay, can you focus on these fingers? Fingers here. Perfect. Okay, ready? Begin. Okay, awesome. Focus on my fingers. My fingers, please don't move your head. Don't move your head, just the fingers. The fingers. Excellent. Perfect. I have to say I am noticing some visual fatigue in not only just your eyes, but just your general energy. So I think I'm going to have to recommend that I send you home with one of these Manta sleep masks. I'm so excited to be partnered with them, so I'm just gonna cut to telling you a little bit more about them, and then you can let me know if you're interested, okay? This video is sponsored by Manta Sleep. I have been a big fan of the Manta Sleep masks for a long time now, and I love working with them because I can fully vouch for their products. Sleep has always been a tricky thing for me. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. I have tried plenty of sleep masks that did not do it for me, but after just one night with a Manta Sleep mask, I knew she wasn't like the rest. Okay, so what's so friggin' special about Manta? I'm so glad you asked. For one, their unique C-shaped eye cups give a 100% blackout. Two, Manta sleep masks are so lightweight and breathable, sometimes I just totally forget it's even on my head. And it's fully adjustable. You're not going to wake up with it around your neck or buried in the covers or something. You can also choose to level up with the Manta Sleep Sound 2.0. The Manta Sleep Sound has razor thin Bluetooth headphones built in. No shade, but other Bluetooth masks I've tried always compromise the audio quality for comfort, but Manta actually delivers on both. The Manta Sleep Sound 2.0 mask is made of a 3D mesh material, which enhances the airflow and makes it even more breathable than before. And it has a longer battery life of 24 hours. So extra points for comfort and quality. Also, a little tip, a Manta mask is a great idea for a Christmas gift that someone will actually use, and they'll be having some awesome holiday discounts on their website. I cannot recommend Manta sleep masks enough. If you're down to try them out, I'll give you guys the link, and you can use code SOMNIAL at checkout for a discount on your order. Thank you so much to Manta Sleep for sponsoring this video. And we'll be working more with the pen light as we go forward, but for now, let's move on. And now I'm gonna see how your pupils react to light, my little pen light here, with the different lenses, okay? So just relax. I'm gonna take a good look. Okay. Awesome. And holding this one up. Great. Okay. Not seeing a whole lot of difficulty there, getting accustomed. Okay, what about when I put a little bit of the numbing in? Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so here we go. It's taking it closer. Okay, and over on this side, if we start at some centimeter distance, floods the field of vision much faster. Okay, and over here. Okay. Okay. Alright, so. Okay. And on this side. Okay. And over here, let's see. And flip it to the second. Oh, that one's definitely abnormal. Let me put that one down. Okay, and then I'll hold this a bit closer up. Should be similar to the right. Okay, reaction, okay. And this side. Whoa, okay. Okay, very good, very good. Let me just check that one down. Okay. And then up and there. Okay, up there. Okay. And what if I do a quick little image of that, because I want it to look a little closer. And over here on this side. Okay, awesome. Alright, now what if I cover over here? Good, okay, and the tap, let's see the reflex. Okay. Okay, and jot that one down. Okay, next let's do the cards. The cards. Are you familiar with the cards? Okay, are you familiar with I Spy? It's essentially I Spy. So I have these cards with a collage, a hodgepodge, frankly, of items, photos, pictures of items. Okay. I'm gonna ask you some questions, of course. Ask you to find certain items, you know, to spy them, to spy them. All right. Can you please find the letter on this card? Okay, what letter is it? Perfect. And is it bigger or smaller than most of the other objects on this card? Okay, awesome. Now, can you please find for me a boat on this card? A boat. Can you find it? Excellent. Okay, and what about a question mark? Okay, when you find it, what is the color of the question mark? Okay, awesome. Okay, let me note that down. Let's try this one from afar. Okay, can you name 3 objects that you see on this card from this distance? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Excellent. Okay, can you name an object that you see in this quadrant down here? Okay, excellent. I'll flip this around. Now tell me, from this distance, can you spot a horseshoe? Okay, can you spot the pair of scissors? Excellent. Okay, and from this distance, can you find the red whistle for me? The red whistle. Okay, and what about a cow? Can you see a cow? Cow. Okay, awesome. What about this one here? Can you spy a starfish? Okay, amazing. And what about a pencil? Okay, and which quadrant is the pencil in? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm going to do the same, but adding some obstacles, okay, to test if one eye is stronger than the other, right? Okay, left, right. Perfect. I'll grab one of these cards once again. Alright, covering this eye. Can you see a letter T made out of wood blocks? Letter T. Excellent. And covering this eye again, can you spot the apple with the bite taken out of it? The apple. And over here, what about an anchor? Anchor. Very good. Excellent. Now, taking it up a notch, I'm going to try and cover your entire range of vision with this tool here, and I want you to try and name as many objects on this card as you possibly can. Are you ready? Go ahead. What objects do you see? Do you see? Okay, and what about now? Can you see any more? Awesome. Okay, let me jot that down. And now we're going to do some imaging. Okay, some imaging of your eyes. So I'm just going to use some numbing solution here. So this should suppress that urge to flinch, anything that might impede me getting a perfectly clear image, okay? Yeah. So just hold still, hold extremely still. Okay. 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 Perfect. Okay, so you should start feeling kind of like a tingly sensation on your eyes. Okay. Okay, just making sure every last. And okay, perfect. Okay. And I'm gonna use this little tool right here to take some quick pictures of your eye, if that's okay. Here we go. Up, ready, and okay. And down here. Yeah, if you smell a burning, that's totally normal. Like, don't even worry about it. I had to get that off eBay because, you know, it was heavily discounted. So it just has some issues with some minors smoking, you know, that sort of thing. But don't worry about it at all. I'm just gonna. Okay, and now some longer ones. So just hold as still as you can for me, please. Okay, perfect. And okay. Okay. Excellent. All right. Okay, let me see. We're gonna send that over to my assistant. Great, she'll take a look at those and a quick scan around the edge of your frontal cornea should help us out. And I'm just gonna make sure that we are still nice and clear of any. Okay, perfect. Any foreign objects in the eyelids that might get in our way here. Okay. I'm just gonna get this ready and in position right around the eye. Okay, here we go. And okay. Okay. All right, perfect. No good. Okay. Okay. And another quick one around the edges. Okay. Good, very good. Let's shut that down really quickly. Respond on how we think. Okay, for our next exercise, I have these little lenses here, okay? I'm gonna put them right up to your eyes like this. And if you can tell, when I touch one with my finger, it should be somewhat visible to you, okay? And I want you to tell me every time it touches on one of them, you're gonna say blue or yellow, okay? Ready? Begin. Good. Good. Very good. Okay, and a bit faster now. Excellent. Okay, great. Now do the same with blue and yellow, please. Okay, and begin. Very good. Excellent. And now a bit quicker. You ready? Here we go. Awesome. Okay. Now I'm going to be using these same lenses just for my own reference to kind of get a good close look at your eyes, okay? Just relax. Okay. Okay, so it's looking like they are maybe needing some magnification. Okay, just looking here. Okay. Okay. Bottom lip. So here we got the left one. I'm looking through the right one. Okay, so I've got my little eyeglass here. Okay, great. Okay, and I'm just gonna look over here now. What about flipped? Unflip it. Okay, unflip it. Okay. And when I hold this lens up to you, can you please tell me how many fingers I'm holding up? Okay, and how about now? Okay, and how about now? Okay, how about now? Okay, now about here on the other side, I'll just take a quick little look there, just release over there. Okay, so I'm gonna take that up and under. Okay, how many fingers am I holding up, dear? Okay, and how many fingers am I holding up? Okay, and now? Okay, let's flip it. How many fingers? Okay, very good. Okay, so earlier I asked you about your reading. I asked you if you have any eye strain or notice headaches when you're reading books, or reading for a long period of time. So I wanted to look into that a little bit more, if you don't mind. Yeah, so I just have these little vocab cards here, and I just want you to read them for me, okay? It might get gradually further, but you just try your best. Got it? Okay. Can you read this word for me? Okay, and now? What about this word? Okay, and now? Okay. Can you read this? And this? Interesting. Okay, so let me try it on your other side here. Can you read that word for me? Okay. And this? Okay, what about that? Alright, just one more. Just challenging you a little bit. Can you read what that word says? Just try your best. Okay, interesting. Okay, and now the same exercise, but this time I'm going to be using lenses over your eyes, okay? So, can you read this word for me? Okay, how about now? Can you read it? Okay, interesting. Let's try over here then. I'm gonna hold that up. Can you read this word? Okay, how about now? And now? Okay, good to know. Alright, Great. Let's do another word here. I'm gonna put the lens over right here. Can you read that word? Okay, what about now? And now? Interesting. Okay, so that puts us at 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we'll cover this with the lens 16. Can you read that word for me? Okay, that's alright. And what about now? Okay, is it coming a little more into focus for you now? Okay, great. Can you read it? Awesome. Okay. Now, other eye. We'll try the same lens, but over here. Okay. Can you read that word? Okay, what about now? And now? Excellent. Okay. I'm going to cover your eyes with various objects, and I want you to tell me how many fingers I'm holding up, okay? Does that sound good? Alright. So, how many fingers am I holding up? Okay. How many fingers am I holding up? Okay. How about now? How many fingers am I holding up? Alright. And now, how many fingers? Okay. What about now? How many fingers am I holding up? Okay, how many fingers? Okay, and how many fingers? Good. How many fingers? Good. How many fingers? All right. Now let's go in with where's my green spoon again? Okay, let's see. Hold it right at a little angle here, right like that. Okay, how many fingers am I holding up? How many fingers? Okay, good. Okay, so I've just got my little chompy guy here, and I'm going to use it to just take some quick little measurements. I'm going to be up here, just above the curvature of your, yeah, so just hold still, you're all good. Here we go. Awesome. And great. Awesome. Good job. Okay. Now I'm going to use my little spoons here to sort of cup one of your eyes shut while I shine a light into the other one. Okay. So just like this. Good. Just hold nice and still. Awesome. And what if I do it just like this? Okay. And up and over. Okay. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up this spoon directly in the center of your vision, and you're going to tell me how many times you see my finger wiggle in the peripheral, okay? Directly in the center like this, and a wiggle looks like this, alright? You see? Perfect. And start counting now. Awesome. Great job. And now with a different spoon, a little bit up closer, and begin again. Awesome. Okay. Now let me see what the difference. Okay. I'll jot that one down. I'm just thinking. Right there should be like maybe left or right. Okay. Think over here. Down there. Let's see. It's about 13. Okay. Yeah. So let me just. Give me a time. Alright, so believe it or not, I do think we are going to be sending you home with some glasses today. Yes, we have a large variety of frames in right now for very affordable prices. So don't even worry about that right now. We can discuss that later. But for now, in the future, I am open to discussing contacts with you. But for now, I think glasses are going to be the way to go. So I'm going to take some quick measurements of your face to put on your prescription. Make sure we get you the perfect size of frames, okay? We don't want frames that are going to give you a headache or be too falling down your face all the time. Or, pinching at your temples. So just want to be sure that we're getting you okay. And then as for frames, do you have any preferences as to style or fit, sizing? Okay. Alright, yeah, so why don't I just walk you through what we have to offer, frankly. because we do have a lot. We just got a new shipment. So some of these have lenses, as an example. Some of them are without lenses. So first we have these tortoise shell frames. A little bit of a vintage look, and these are plastic frames. Okay. Now, if you're really into the vintage look, we have these funky ones. These sort of, let's say, 70s oversized glasses. This comes in this cream color. Is this something that interests you at all? Oh, let me just see what it'll look like on you. Oh, I like that. I really think you could pull that off, actually. But it's up to you, of course. It's up to you. And we got these. Okay, these are also in a tortoise shell color, except we have the detail of these little golden, embellishments here on the side. Kind of like a rounded square. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but that's sort of the lens. And then, for example, this is kind of what they look like on, right? If that's something that intrigues you at all. Okay. And then we got a simpler pair. These are, a more rectangular traditional glasses. They're black with a hint of blue interspersed throughout. Very smart looking, yes. And then we have, if you like the shape of that, but you want something a little more masculine, we have these right here, okay? Solid black on the front, gray on the side. These are sturdy frames. They are plastic, but they are not thin at all. Good, hardy ones. Okay, if you're interested at all in some wire frames, we have red wire oversized glasses. We have some smaller wired glasses, just simple round shape. Okay. Oh, and these ones are very popular at the moment. We've got some aviator frames. Very retro, but very in. So it has this, of course, signature arch over the nose bridge. Really fun and funky. So, and then lastly, we have these clear frames. Okay. It's the sturdiness of the plastic, but with wire for the arms, and they're a nice square shape, a little bit larger. So, but yeah, that's our selection for now. So, are any of them really calling to you? Okay. All right. So then I'll just ring you up for the. Okay. Perfect, right? Okay, and then before I get you fully checked out, I do just want to circle back to our discussion earlier because you mentioned, your struggles with fatigue, always feeling tired, heavy-eyed, that some of that eye strain, headaches, that sort of thing. I really do think you could benefit immensely from trying out a Manta sleep mask. I'm recommending this personally, off the record. Okay, so why don't I show you our little selection today, and I'll send you home with one, okay? Does that sound good? So, of course, we have the basic Manta mask. This one, of course, has the Manta signature C-shaped eye cups, okay? And that's what gives you that total blackout, all right? And we also have the Manta Sleep Sound Pro, the updated one. Yep, we just got this in. And of course, this one has the Bluetooth headphones built in. If you can see, get a good look at that one. So that's really nice if you like listening to white noise or, that ASMR stuff. Yeah, okay. And of course, Manta has all these extras that you can use to supplement the benefits of your mask. So, they have the aromatherapy dots, the cooling cups, or what I think would be best suited to you and your needs are these heating eye cups. So all you do is you replace the Velcro C-shaped eye cup, stick that on there once you've heated them up, and it's fantastic for issues with headaches and eye strain. It just warms your face and lets those muscles untense. It also really helps me with my sinus pressure during these cold months. All right, so I think I already know the answer. Would you like me to ring you up for one of the Manta masks? Okay, great. Yeah, and then I'm gonna send you home with the heating eye cups too. Okay, and definitely let me know if you like them. Okay, and I'm going to be sending you home with some complimentary eye drops to help with some of the cold air. Make sure we're keeping your eyes nice and moist and hydrated for these cold winter months. Okay, so let's see here. Other than that, let's make sure we got all that. That should be all for today. Okay, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can support me for 100% free by subscribing to my channel, or leaving a comment for that algorithm. You know, we gotta please the algorithm gods. So I am trying to get to 100k subscribers by the end of 2025. We're so close, guys. We're so close. So if you want to help me out on my little journey, that would be great. And if you're watching this and I already have 100k, what? It's not too late to join. Do you have FOMO? It's not too late to join the Somnial Sounds Army. Okay, guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you can't have a wonderful week, I hope at least one wonderful thing happens to you. Okay? I love you. I'm sending positive vibes to all my boogies out there.